Hey guys, it's Nykeda, and with an update on my 7th month. Alright, so let's just jump right in. Highest weight is June 25th. No, I'm sorry, June 28th of 2012 was 255. Day of surgery, July 25th, was 245. I'm currently 176. I think 2 weeks ago I told you guys I was 183, so I'm 176 now. Basically, I'm a pound away from what my driver's license says. So, hey. So, hoping to surpass that. Wanted to change the weight on the driver's license in an effort to make it go down as opposed to go up. So, that's good. Alright, so I wanted to just kind of answer a question first. Jazzy J 251987. Yes, I'm assuming that's February 5th, 1987. She's a fellow Aquarian, I hope. Hi. She asked the question, what portion size am I eating? To be honest, I don't weigh it. Like, for instance, I'll make something or I buy something and I just eat on it all day. The other week, I had sauteed me some shrimp in the Land O'Lakes Saute Express. Really good. Some sauteed green beans with a little vanilla syrup on it, sea salt, and some pecans and cranberries. And a sweet potato with some cinnamon, little vanilla syrup, sugar-free syrup I get from the Dollar Tree. Is the kind that you really put in your coffee, but I kind of use it to flavor stuff when I want it to be a little sweet. And a little sea salt, because I like sweet and salty stuff. I ate on that. It was about 6 shrimp in there, maybe between 6 and 8. I really can't remember. But I ate on that from 11 o'clock to the time I got off work, which is about, actually I ate on it till my lunchtime because I finished eating it. I went to my mother's house for lunch. So I ate on it from anywhere between 11 o'clock to 4 o'clock, no, close to 5 o'clock. And that's pretty much how I do. Like, I may have a protein shake or a little something for before I go to work, because my schedule's changed. Like, for instance, I don't have to be at work till 12, and so I'll likely have a protein shake or maybe something like turkey sausage and some eggs, and then whatever I buy on my break at work, which my break is usually about 2:15. I would take up my 15-minute break, and whatever I buy from, whatever restaurant or whatever, I'll just eat on that from that point to the end of my shift. So I don't kind of portion it out. When I do portion it out, I kind of get disappointed because I know I've made a small portion. Let's just say the plate is a dinner roll plate, maybe a small salad plate, and I'll put the stuff on there. And I know it's just enough for me to eat, but I kind of get disappointed the fact that I've eaten it all. So I like the fact that I put a lot more on my plate and eat a lot less. It's a mind thing for me. It just kind of makes me feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And I'm not like saying an abundant amount of food like I would have done in the past, but just a normal or average stomach person's amount. I would put that on the plate and eat a third of that, and I'm like, okay, sleeve is working. But if I only put like a third on a small plate and I eat all of it, I'd be like, oh, I was greedy. But so it's just mind thing, mind trick, visualizing stuff differently. Y'all said my voice changed. I don't know. Last time I was in the bathroom and I was really trying to do it real fast because it was like some bad kids at the door, and I don't know, but y'all said it changed. Let me see what y'all say this video, see if it changed. But 2 people say it, so my theory, if 2 people say it, it must be true. So, but to me, it's normal. So, pretty much to let you guys in on something that I've wanted to share, but I've been reluctant to share. And so I'm just going to see how I'm going to term this. Alright, so starting in somewhere close to like November, December of 2011, I went to have a physical done because I had a cold. And then later that same month, I went to have a physical done because I was signing up for life insurance policy. And the weight I saw on the scale, I attributed to the fact that I had on clothes and the fact that I had just maybe drank some water. But I wasn't used to that weight. And I didn't know how I was going to get it down, because during that time I was actually, call myself eating moderate, I would say, and seeing a personal trainer that I spent plenty of money on, but it wasn't working and I wasn't motivated. So by the time December 2011 came around, I had already made a decision that I was going to have surgery. And to be honest, I wasn't quite what, not the insurance company, but for what my job would require me to be. I had to be at a 40 BMI. So between January 2012 to June 2012, I made it there by any means necessary. People think that I'm crazy for doing it. I saw it as an out, because it was, whether I did it on purpose or I did it by accident, I saw myself getting there, and I knew I was out of control. So I was out of control and put myself in a controlled environment, so to speak. And I'm trying to say it without saying it, but y'all get what I'm saying. And I watched myself basically get about 35, 45 pounds heavier in 6 months. It was the most rewarding 6 months of my life and the most treacherous 6 months of my life. And I couldn't fathom how people walk around my height and the weight I was, 5'5", the frame that I have, and be okay with that. My knees were hurting, and I think because of the situation, what I've done, I may have permanently damaged some of the cartilage in my knees, but I figure the more I lose, the better it'll get for me. And that's just, that's just one of those things that's just a loss there. That's a casualty to what I decided to do. And it was only because I needed my insurance to pay for it. It's not that I didn't qualify from any doctor's perspective or on average, is that my particular company, not the insurance company, because there's plenty of people that have the insurance company that I have, and because I have a cousin that has the insurance company that I have, and it would have qualified her at 35 BMI. But my company would only qualify anybody at 40 BMI. And it didn't matter if you had comorbidities. It didn't matter if you was 35 diabetic. It didn't matter if you were 35 BMI and you had sleep apnea. It didn't matter if you were 35 at BMI and you had recently had a heart attack. It did not matter. You must be 40. So I made it there. And it's funny how people only remember me at the last 6 months. Nobody remembered me before. My friend, her mother asked her, "Do Nykeda look different to you?" And she was like, "No." She was like, "She don't look different to you, you losing a lot of weight?" And she was like, "No, because when I met her, she looked like what she looked now. She looked different to me the past 6 months because I didn't recognize her. And I didn't recognize myself." But it was something that I chose to do to help me get my life back under control. Like I said, some people might think it was crazy. Some people think it was strange. But I figured if I needed to go here just a bit, start here and go all the way up here to make it back down to here, then it was worth it. I mean, I tried to take a couple of people with me. Nobody wanted to go, and these people I could tell qualified. I said, we've talked about it. Come on, let's do it let's be surgery buddies. Let's go ahead and do it, because you already know what your limitations are. You already know what you plan to do with. You already know if you're an exercise person or you're not. Some people. And damn, this video gonna be long, but I tried to take them with me. They didn't want to go. They thought they were okay. Now they see me and say, damn, I should have went with you. I'm really considering it. Let me know. I will go with you. I'll hold your hand. And like I said, I had to do it this way because I couldn't afford to pay, $5,000-$10,000 to go to Mexico. I couldn't afford that. I had an out-of-pocket pay of maybe about $1,500. I could afford that. And I put that on my, medical expense card. So that's being pulled out of my paycheck every week. Every 2 weeks. And that's what I could afford to do. And so that was the route that I chose. And it actually has been something that I have been looking into and considering it for quite some time. I remember telling somebody, I was like, they saying I don't qualify, but hell, by any means necessary, I may end up qualifying. And that was 2 years ago, and I just didn't think that. I was like, but for the 6 months I have to do that, I could just try to lose the weight. And I did. I tried for a year. And it wasn't working for me. I lost focus of the person that I was because I no longer could keep focus on me. I now have an individual who depends on me. So whatever my needs are, I had to put them on the back burner. Now he's 4. He's almost 5. And I'm trying to keep him tearing up, y'all. And so he was now at a point where I felt like I was ready to do something for myself. And so I did. I planned it. It was the most successful thing I've ever planned before. I planned it down from doctor's visits, the whole 6 months, to even up to the point where I was going to send my son to stay with his father while I had surgery and recovered. So that's my story. And again, some people may think it's strange or may think it's crazy. And what was funny was at the time that I was going through this transition, so to speak, or this journey, I was watching something on Netflix. And it's a funny movie. It's about people who are in like a support group for fat people or people who overeat. And it was a woman who was anorexic who was trying to be a part of the group, and they tried to tell her that she couldn't be a part of the group because she was fat. And she was like, wait a minute, because you don't think that I'm fat and I think that I'm fat, the group is for people who believe that they're fat, so I should be able to participate in the group. And one guy in the group was considering not being fat anymore. It was a group to help you accept who you were as a fat person, and he didn't want to accept that. And he wanted to have surgery. And his story was my story. And that's what it is. And people walk up to me because the whole time I was going through that transition, that journey, people were whispering. And they were asking my friend, what's going on with her? She was never that size. It's like it came out of nowhere. What is going on with her? So I told them, tell them I'm on steroids for something. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to tell them. And so now people see me and say, hey, you lost so much weight. And it's almost like as I was losing the weight for the past 6 months, nobody really noticed until like the top of month 7. End of month 6 going into month 7. It's like everybody noticed now because they see me as so much smaller. And it's amazing, when I was this size, when I was 176, 175 pounds, I thought I was fat. I never thought I'd be this happy to be 176. I still want to be smaller because I said I've been here before. I want to be somewhere I've never been. So I made a goal of 146. Hopefully I can get there by the summer. Join Planet Fitness because they had a special for $10. I saw it on a commercial watching The Biggest Loser. So I've joined that. And haven't gone yet because right now I've been too busy trying to get stuff together for this kids market. I got to sell these kids clothes, my baby's clothes, so I can make money for his spring clothes. So basically I sell the old clothes, old spring clothes, to make room for the new spring clothes and use it as a, payment or layaway or whatever. But I got a plan. I'm on a new schedule, a fixed schedule. I don't have to worry about my schedule changing. And I'm ready to do this, and I got a buddy. And so I'm more into weight training as opposed to actual cardio. Cardio come when it come. I already know that the weight is going to drop off. I'm not worried about the weight dropping off. I want the muscle to be built. I want to build muscle. So that's my concern. So I'm not looking for the cardio. Oh, unless I'm looking for endurance, I would do that. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to share that, and I've been struggling with wanting to share it. I hope it don't come back to bite me in the ass. But I felt like I should share it. I felt like it may help somebody. I mean, I heard someone say it before. I want to say Selena. I want to hear. I want to say that she, in one of her earlier videos, when she was getting qualified for surgery, she heard about people, making themselves shorter and things of that nature. And I waited up till I got to the point where I couldn't wait up anymore. So I got there by any means necessary. So I appreciate y'all listening to this. Something else I wanted to say. But yeah, people at work, they ask me, hey, so you lost a lot of weight. Girl, what you doing? You just exercising? Ma'am, I had people at work, I don't mind telling them, because it's a bunch of weight loss surgery patients up there. Some of which gaining weight back. I think I mentioned that before. Not buying clothes that afford their figure. They're buying clothes for someone else's figure. It's a bunch of ratchetness. I work in a call center, so y'all know how that is. You work in a call. Hey, ratchet. So, anyway, people ask me, and I say, well, I had surgical intervention. That's what I call it. I needed an intervention. And it wasn't like I couldn't exercise or wouldn't exercise. It was I couldn't stop eating it. I use it as a tool. The same way that I used to take diet pills, phentermine, all that stuff. I use that tool like that. And this is working. This is working better than anything I've ever tried. The Xantrex, whatever they sell on Ally, that make you have you fart and grease fall out your ass. I just mentioned I had surgical intervention, and then people start asking me about it. I guess they see my results as opposed to other people's results, and they really start asking me, so what is it that you have? And a lot of people think, because so many people are oblivious to gastric sleeve. So I'm like, it's not a gastric bypass, it's not a lap band, you don't have anything foreign, your intestines aren't rerouted, so you don't have that dumping syndrome. I said everything is normal but the size of your stomach. Take 85% of your stomach away, and that's what you got. You can still eat what you want to eat, but a lot of things you'll choose not to eat because they don't sit right with you anymore. They don't offer that happy feeling you used to get when you saw a Krispy Kreme donut hot sign. And if you do decide to get a donut, you good with one, sometimes half. So that's what I wanted to do again. I wanted to share my story, answer the question, because Jazzy asked the question. I wanted to make sure I answered her. I'm sorry that it took longer than I expected it to do. And Newberry and Northern Southern, y'all said my voice changed. I'm gonna see if y'all said, but like I said before, if two people said it, must be true. So, um, my hair doesn't seem to be coming out as much anymore. Not in the front. I'm not concerned about the thickness up here because I got a lot of hair. So I feel it, but people can't see it. So I'm good with that. Shout out to Sassy Sleevers. I appreciate that group. I like that group. I recently got in Sassy Sleevers on Facebook, so y'all funny. And I like it. There's a lot of information on there. So I appreciate you guys. And the other vertical sleeve group, I like that group too. There's a lot of information in there. Sometimes it can get a little heated, but the information is coming from a good place. Sometimes the delivery isn't isn't the best, but the information is coming from a good place, and I take that information and I look at it and I consider it. Bought me a new blender, Ninja Professional, 900 watts. Put me some carrots, strawberries, what else? Banana. It was okay. It was okay. Let me try something else. I'm too busy trying new combinations, so I need to just stop trying new shit and just stick with what I know sometimes. But you never know till you try it. So, okay. But anyway, this video has been long enough. And it's like I still want to keep talking to you guys because it's therapeutic for me. But I want somebody to watch a video. Ain't nobody got tired of watching no 20 plus minute video. So, if anybody got any direct questions, send it to me. I try to answer them. I guess it may be better if you send it via the inbox, cause I can respond to that, right? But the comments, man, I don't know what I guess I ain't tried to. I keep saying but that's what I feel like. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up getting these clothes for the kids market because I got to turn it in between now and tomorrow. Make me an extra little change. I mean, I got right now 80 items on hangers. Nothing but jeans, shorts, and shirts. So, and I haven't even done any shoes. And I don't think I'm doing any toys. So, I'm going to post this video today. Shout out to all of my weight loss fam. You know, we got our, man, Slave Singer, you so skinny. And I love the fact that you are so, it's like you found your groove. I'm assuming, I mean, you probably found it before, way before what I'm saying, but it seems like you found your groove with exercise and fitness, and you in that zone. And it's like can't nobody break that zone. And I remember what it feels like being there. So that's why I'm hoping to get back to that point. So I appreciate you just sharing that part of your life with us. And to my sleeve twin, Haitian cutie, hey girl, how you doing? Check on me sometime. And I'm out. So have a great day. Have a great month. Got one more day, 2 more days to the end of Black History Month. But Black History is all year long. Have a good day.